that you? Or was that your board?
That was my board.
Fuck, I had my head down. I'm like, what? Oh. Dude, this sucks. I almost already need another beer, and I just got comfortable.
Welcome, everyone. We're now live on Kick.
We should play like "Kickstart My Heart" by Motley Crue when you.
Yeah, we could.
We should have that little clip.
Why not?
But we'll get banned on Facebook immediately.
Absolutely, yeah. That's how things work nowadays.
Fucking stupid.
With us, as always, is our co-host Dylan Mulvaney. Satellite is frozen.
Looking through the window.
Looks like she just sat on her balls.
It's a dude, right?
On her balls.
It's a dude, right?
Yeah, I think all the nanny bits are still. Is that what you call them? Nanny bits?
I don't know. My son calls them his no squares. I think that's funny.
I'm worried that he's got squares for nuts.
I know.
Daddy, I sat my no squares.
I hear somebody today. Again, I watched fucking stupid reality TV all day. Somebody called their junk the downtown business area. I chuckled and I made some comments to my wife across the room about the downtown business area. And she goes, if you keep referring it to that, none of that's happening.
Yeah.
I got to lose.
Have you ever had your balls licked?
Yeah.
I am new to that territory. And
why?
Let me tell you.
Dude, weekends, you're home alone, put a little peanut butter on them, dog comes over.
Or a girl that likes peanut butter. Probably without like some sort of weird peanut allergy. You don't need another corpse near your dick. Once a month is just too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, the old testicle lick, you're like, okay. This is a new feeling. It's a new game. Well, we've been off for a couple weeks. You've had surgery. My dog has died.
I play Steve.
Yep. Rip.
Big homie.
We got his ashes yesterday, which is a weird thing because you go to pick up your dog's ashes and you think that they're going to be a little bit more sad about it. You know, you're like, oh, I'm here to pick up. It's like a big event for you. I'm going to pick up my dog's ashes. And she's like, I'm sorry for what? And I don't want everyone else that's in the waiting room to know that my dog's dead, you know? Cousin Brenda, how are you? So I'm just like, I'm here for Steve. Well, we don't have a Steve here. I'm like, I know he's fucking dead. Okay, he's dead. You have his ashes. You burned him.
Yeah.
Can I have my fucking dog? And then they give you a fucking lunch pail. There you go.
It's like fucking kitty litter in it, man.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know half the time. I mean, is it your dog? Is it even a dog? What the fuck is it?
So, did you for steaks you cremated them?
Yeah.
Did you get to choose single cremation or like mass cremation?
Single.
Yeah, we did too. And then my fucking tinfoil hat comes on. Cousin Brenda, can you hear everything? Can you hear this?
Nope. Push the button, dummy. That was really low. That was a little louder.
Okay. How about this?
A little better.
I have it fucking jacked to the tits.
Oh, great. So the next one's going to fucking rip my ears off. I can't wait.
Yeah, whatever.
What's up, cuz?
Okay. So yeah, we're thank you very much. We're testing out a new board. We got this is the first time we've ever gone live from the PC setup, not to be confused with political correctness, which is ass fucking America. America is getting ass fucked right now by political correctness, but I'm using a PC, a personal computer, as opposed to my other computer that's an impersonal computer. I'm like, hello, good morning. And it says, fuck you.
Mail, motherfucker.
I thought of a fucking joke the other day, and now I forgot it. And I remembered it for a second, and then I forgot it again.
You should drink more.
Yeah, I should. I forgot to pay my tab yesterday. Well, I paid the other two. And then, yeah. So, like, it was always like, all right, I'm going to cash out. I'm going to get going. And then I'm walking out the door. Then Jarian comes in. I'm like, well, I got to get a drink with Jarian. So I go get a drink with Jarian. It was somebody else's birthday, bought them a drink. And then I cash out on that one. And then Jarian's like, wait, you going? We got to have one more. I'm like, all right. So I go do that. And I think because I've already cashed out twice and tipped twice, that the Jack and Coke that he ordered and the fucking beer that I ordered are going to be on the sleeve.
Comp.
Yeah. Your money's no good here because I already got your money twice. I get home. Both kids are in bed because it was a fucking huge thunderstorm last night. So I know it's another couch night for the old Seaman. Would you call me? Would my nickname be cool if it was Seaman?
No.
No? Okay. So I go to sleep on the couch and Jarian texts me. He's like, hey, you didn't pay your tab. I'm like, I know I signed like 4 fucking times, whatever. So I don't know what this tab is. Is it $60? Is it $30? I don't fucking know. But he's like, you need to call and I think he even said rectify this, which is a big word for Jarian.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
if you stack up all those letters, they're probably
taller
than
him.
he is.
Yeah, in like a 9 font.
Yeah.
So I go this morning when they open up, or 3:00 in the afternoon when they open up, and I'm like, hey, I need to pay my tab, and there's no tab for me. So I'm thinking, fuck, Jarian paid for me, which then immediately made me feel really guilty because I have what they call on the streets, Daryl, white guilt. I don't have the black guilt. I have the white guilt. So I drive around trying to find out where Jarian works. I'm driving it like I'd call Ortez and he's like, I don't know. He's black. He probably has like 7 jobs. I'm like, understood. Where should I go to find Jarian? I'll try this one place. So I go there and I'm like, does Jarian work here? And the lady goes, you mean Jarian?
Yeah. Is he French now?
Yeah. I'm like, well, he did go to Canada once to a 7-Eleven. Remember? Oh, oui. So I'm like, yeah, Jarian, WNBC. And I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh, no, he work at Lucky 13. I'm like, well, where's that? It's down the street. I drive down the street, don't see fucking Lucky 13. I'm like, fuck it, whatever. Go back to the bar at 6:30 after I drop the kids off to the movies where the wife is. And then the bartender goes, no, I just paid the tab for you. I'm like, well, how much was the fucking tab? She's like, I don't remember. I'm like, okay. So it can't be too much if it's that I don't remember.
Yeah, it's $15-20.
$11.
Or that.
Motherfucker texted me over $11. Come on.
Yeah.
And with all the money I spent, I mean, I'm not like rolling around like fucking Pac-Man in a fucking strip club, but I do spend some money. You can't fucking comp $11. Really?
No, man.
Really? I'm one of the good.
Sounds like one of those places that's got the shot reader on the drink top of the drinks and only pours out one
row. No. You want to know what they do? Guess what they do? They pour it into a measuring thing.
Oh yeah, I hate those places too.
What the fuck? I get making money.
John Taffer must have been there.
Yeah, it's a great place. They refuse to buy me Busch Light, which annoys the fuck out of me. But whatever, it's fine. I'll drink their shitty tap beer. They actually make decent craft beer, but I'm trying to cut down on the beer. Ooh. For as many guys as you fuck you, you have a very tight sounding asshole.
Dude.
Your asshole just sounded like a little boy letting air out of a balloon at a fucking surprise party.
I had Mighty Taco for dinner.
Comp the 11. Yeah, Matt, you're correct. Comp the $11. That's all I'm saying. I'm not asking for a hand job, although I take it.
I mean, you usually see these. This is probably a bar you frequent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So they see you there. You're in there spending money 2-3 times a week, if not more.
A lot of money there.
Yeah. Throw a dog a bone. Like you said, you're not asking for 5 or 6 free drinks. Throw me one here and there.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
After I cashed out 2 tabs and left you, I know you and you're a good tipper.
Thank you.
As am I. And you left them a decent tip.
Yes. 2 decent tips.
You bought 1 drink for you and 1 for Jarian.
Yeah.
I can't just Hey, man, dude spent
And
a lot of
we're
money
both
there.
frequent flyers there.
Yeah.
Jarian should just clock in. Like he's there a lot.
All right, I gotta get another beer, so this fiasco might take me a minute.
Yeah, you're good. I'll carry the torch.
As always.
Yeah, so I'm trying to cut down on here's the story with me. Apparently I have very high cholesterol and triglycerides and slightly above average wiener. So with that said, two are medically and one's like hearsay by me. So I go to the doctor and they put me on this stuff called Crestor, which
Ooh, I've heard of that.
dude,
I've heard the commercials for that.
you know how you feel after
I can do this.
let's say like running or doing like you know how, like hips, knees, everything hurt.
Yeah.
Everything hurt. And on a regular day, my shit hurts. I played sports my entire life. I grew 7 inches in the summer. I got bad knees. I got bad hips. My hips don't lie. Shakira. So I'm like, I read the side effects of this drug and I'm like, hey, it says like it makes your joints hurt and shit. My joints already hurt. Like, you know, when you're in perfect health and you get a fever and you're like, oh, my shoulders, my wrists. I'm that every fucking day. Every day. So I start taking this shit and I go to I brag to Tanya. My wife is a pharmacist. And I go, hey, one of the side effects is like chronic pain in your joints. And I don't have it. Amazing. And then she goes, well, you've been taking it for 2 weeks and it usually takes a month for that to hit. At day 31, it felt like Kathy Bates fucking rescued me from a fucking car accident and just clubbed my fucking kneecaps off. So I'm walking around like I shit my pants. Like I'm like this.
Like Joe Biden.
Yeah, yeah. After he gets ice cream. Fucking asshole.
I went in on him today on the phone with my mom.
I
don't know. I don't know if she voted for him or not. I'm trying to figure that out.
Well, anyways, so I go to a different doctor who his name is
Dr.
Okay.
Feelgood.
What is the whitest name you can think of? Just off the top. And I'm not saying you're going to guess the name. I just want you to like, what do you think is like the whitest name?
The whitest name?
Yeah.
Abraham.
Okay. Not Abraham. This guy's name is Benjamin.
Sounds close. Fuck.
Pretty close. Yeah. Last name Colley. So I'm thinking it's going to be a white doctor. So I didn't even try to fluff, going in case they do the old cough, whatever. Because I had that experience once. Got my lacrosse physical by a Nigerian fucking doctor. And I'd been wearing spandex and a cup. And when I pulled my pants down so I could check my balls, he goes,
wait. I have never had a physical where my dick has been 6 inches away from the doctor's face.
Yeah, my dick.
I always have the gown on, and they reach up underneath.
Oh no, like a regular
behind my nuts.
Yeah, so college sports physicals are you go in and you just like pants down, cough, and then he licks your balls and you come. Like that's the ins and outs of it.
Krista asked like why well, not really why, but I had a physical when I was going to go into the Navy when I was 18. That was the most intense fucking thing ever. The worst part was, is when you had to bend over and put your head on the floor and spread your ass cheeks part, and they put that heat lamp in your fucking butthole.
Yeah.
Like I was fucking gonna, not rotisserie, is that the fucking word?
Come?
No, incubated egg. It's like I had a fucking egg there. They were waiting for that hash and put that heat lamp on.
Don't come.
Oh,
yeah, that's tough.
God, I mean, how would you like to be that doctor?
Yeah, it was very violent. And had I known, I would have shaved my. I can produce some fucking ass hair.
Yeah,
and I would have trimmed up for him like a gentleman. If you're gonna be poking around there.
Yeah, it's good for the goose, good for the gander, and you wash my hands, I wash your back. However that goes.
Call me in the morning.
I've had 2 fucking beers and I feel like I'm hammered.
Well, yeah, because you get the luxury of being on painkillers, man.
I don't know. I get on them, dude.
Oh God, do I
took
love
him for
a
the first-
good OxyContin?
First 4 or 5 days, maybe 6 days. There's a fucking bottle of them left up there. I've been touching them. Scared of them.
Yeah, just maybe they accidentally fall into my backpack. I don't know, when I visit. Dude, I love, like, to me, I to the audience out there, and we've over the last couple weeks, our downloads have gone way up. Okay.
I can't believe people actually fucking do that.
But it's good to see. I check it like I check a fucking, like, I check it like I was checking Dogecoin back in the day. Like every day, I'm like, refresh. So we're getting a new website, which is going to be fun. We could actually start writing blogs, which is going to be fun. Yeah, Ortez, our chocolate Benjamin Button. Speaking of fucking black names or white names, Benjamin Button, white guy.
Doge is at 7.8 right now.
He said that he couldn't make it today, or he's working today. But also, I asked for him to come earlier, which is tough because I always ask for him to come very early, and he still is about an hour and a half late.
Yeah.
I hedge my bets. So,
Still
Jerion. I went to go find Ortez, just so you know, and I went to the place that you said, and I said, "Hey, is this the place that Jerion works?" And the lady goes, "You mean Jerion?" And I was like, "Okay, yeah." Is Jerion here?
We fucking went in on him for being French that night.
I know. And it came back to haunt me today.
It was funny just because one of the reality TV shows I was watching was about yachts. And they had a group of 5 or 6 gay dudes. And the one night they had a French night. And they're all dressed in those black and white striped shirts. And then the people, the waiters or the fucking people in the boat had little berets and little blonde bob wigs on the bottom of them. I'm just like, fuck, we need one of those for Jerion.
I mean, I even went and got this I went and got this sound bite just for Jerion and Ortez.
Can't hear it.
You can't hear it?
No.
God damn it.
You can hear a little more.
That's as loud as it gets.
Yeah.
Shit balls, asshole, fuck.
Gotta work on that. You know, when we do pre-show prep.
I mean, that's you can you hear it or no?
Kind of. You make out what
sound.
they're saying.
It says you ain't black.
I know what it says.
Anyways, so yeah. So here we are. We've had a couple weeks off, but I had some podcasts that were like in the background. Ones that maybe we got a little too offensive in. We meaning me. Or ones that we were so drunk that it didn't matter.
Again.
So I did not get the Bud Lights today.
Why would you buy them?
Well, because I was gonna.
Are they actually in the store?
It needs to be.
Yeah, the soundboard needs to be way louder, dude.
I don't know how to make
Don't worry about it now.
Okay.
Let it go. Elsa, let it go.
I can't let it go, man. I'm so fucking pissed off now, dude.
I know.
But these are good.
I'm gonna snap fucking end the show and then fuck around and I'm gonna go to sleep.
That is so loud. That's
it
loud as fuck.
It was fine over here.
Really?
Yeah.
What the balls ass? All right. Well, whatever. I'll figure that out. So, but yeah, I won't figure it out.
Thanks, Brenda.
Oh, I'll do it later, cousin Brenda. If you mean jackerbait all over my stomach. So anyway, I can't
believe I'm giving up sleep for this shit right now.
Well, dude, this is the first time in my life where you've seemed very hurt. And we've been friends for a very long time. And you've had the groin thing.
Oh.
You did the wiffle bat challenge with all your gay friends, and you won. I know you guys fingered each other with that big red wiffle ball bat too. Like that's
who uses those little fucking yellow skinny ones?
Yeah, that's Olympic level, dude.
Yeah.
It's proud of you. There's no quit in your butthole. But yeah, this is the first time where I've been like, I hope he's okay. And I love you. You're my best friend in the world. But if you ever start talking about fucking sleep ever again,
Eat a dick, dude.
I'm going to kill you. I'm going to drive up there and I'm going to cut your throat.
Dude,
Because
I'm telling you, I'm going to just talk about it a lot so you can just end this for me. I'm over all of it. Really.
And you know what I would do? You would die gracefully. Because I would cut your throat and then I'd be like, shh, I'd hold you. Shh, go. Just go. That's what I did to Steve when they were killing my dog. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Rainbow Bridge, bitch. And then he died.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm not sure how long I'm gonna make it tonight.
You got it. You're fine. You're here.
Yeah, I am fine for now. It's the half hour has been okay. I even did my ice treatment beforehand, and I took 2 acetaminophen to help with the swelling and the pain.
You can say acetaminophen, but you can't say liberal fucking arts. You are so complex as a person.
Yeah.
I love you. Mm-hmm. But this last couple of weeks, I know obviously you had surgery, blah, 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 and it's hard on you. It's been very hard on me seeing, like, I don't know that I can take you or I both, like, what happens if, knock on wood, this is actual wood, knock on wood, we, like, something actually bad happens. Like, if something bad happens to you where you can't do anything, let's say you become a retard. I can't be your friend anymore. I love you when you're acting retarded, but if you become an actual retard, I can't be your friend anymore. I love you so much that I can't see you down. I want to see you up so that I can bring you down.
Yeah.
No?
That's what I really appreciate about you.
Yeah. That's
instant. I start to feel better about myself. I have to talk to you or do this.
Yeah.
And then I just literally want to throw myself.
Yeah, you'd be like, hey, I had a great day. I'm like, yeah, but you're a piece of shit. Whatever.
Yeah. I don't even know if I could walk to the 33 without passing out right now.
It's that painful.
Yeah. It gets to be that bad that I can't. I want to go outside today. It was 75 degrees. I'd like to go for a walk. Sure. I can't make it 50 yards up the street before I start to get all lightheaded.
Is that because you're fat or because your shoulder hurts?
No, it's because my fucking shoulder hurts, you dumb cunt. I've actually lost weight. Fuck mouth.
I'm just kidding. I kid. No, I love you, man. I'm glad you're doing better. It sucks that it's that bad. Like, I put my shoulder out a bunch of times. I've like separated shoulders and shit, but like, in my head, I'm like, he's gonna be like, for my knee surgery. I was down a couple of days. Then they had it completely immobilized, but I didn't realize that there's no real way to immobilize your shoulder. No. There's always going to be some fucking shit. Right?
If it ain't the shoulder hanging in this immobilizer, which is wrapped around my fucking neck, and it's still in my fucking neck to the left, so now my neck hurts. And trying to sleep in a fucking recliner,
so
it's great if you're hammered.
Back, it's your pussy and your crack. Yeah.
Isn't it my pussy and my crack? The guy,
yeah.
He's going to work for us, right?
Yes. Yeah.
But trying to get comfortable in this recliner, sure, a night or two, yeah, I can sleep in a recliner, a friend's house, whatever. But living in a fucking recliner sucks.
Yeah.
Can't get fucking comfortable.
No.
And all it takes is in the middle of the night to me to get like I get a twitch. And the only time it sucks, well, now is because of my shoulder, but the only other time it sucks is if I'm taking a piss. It's like a quick shiver, like if you get cold.
Yeah.
It just runs through your body and it's done.
Yeah.
And then the one day I pissed all over the bathroom and Chris goes, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, the twitch happened. And I get it once a day, maybe. And never know when it's coming. But the other night I fucking basically woke up screaming because I twitched in my sleep and it hurts so fucking bad. I'm like, there's nothing I take right now that's gonna help this. So I just fucking bit down and tried to go back to sleep. But I know you hate me talking about sleep, that I only get like 3 or 4 hours a day.
I'm just saying, like, if you show up, throat cut, but it looks like you died like a soldier.
Where am I going to show up? I'm not going anywhere after you cut my throat.
No, and like hell. Like when you get to hell, when the bus stops at hell, like, hey, it's hell. And you're like, where's the rape room? There's a room where I get to get raped for eternity, right? And like, yeah, it's third door down to the right. And no, because if you go left, it's the bathroom.
Yeah.
Right is rape room. So I'm just saying. I forgot what I was saying. I'm on drugs.
Oh, that makes one of us.
Yeah, I don't like when you're hurt. I like when you're like, to me, your friend, you're kind of like, what, we're each other's like squeaky ball toy if we were like golden retrievers. You know? That's who we are.
Yeah. It better. I thought everything gets fixed once you die. That's what everybody says. Now you're not in pain and all that
Here's
shit.
the question. So I mean, and I wish Jarian was here because he's a religious guy. But let's say you're born like us, mildly retarded. I would like to think I'm the same way in heaven. I don't want to like lose what all this that I got going on.
Hell. I mean, I guess I would assume just, and me not being religious an ounce, don't give a fuck either way, but sure. I would assume you go just as yourself, like the best you've been.
Which isn't saying a lot for us.
You know, I mean, if you're 90 years old and half crippled and have all this shit, you're not going to go to fucking heaven and be in a wheelchair because nobody's going to want to everybody's going to want to be partying and not having to look after some 90-year-old fucking crippled guy.
Can you imagine? Let's say you're married.
That would be the worst fucking dice roll of your life.
I don't like it. So, okay, let me ask you another question. Let's just theorize about heaven then.
Oh, Jesus
what the fuck else are we going to do?
Here? I don't know. Maybe talk about some topics that you have.
Oh, yeah. We can do that. Are you still married in heaven? Please say no. Please say no. Please say no. Please say no. Please.
I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't know.
If you say I don't know, it means you don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No. It's not it's not KNW. KNOW. It's NO. I don't know.
I'm just saying. What if you made a mistake on Earth? I'm kidding.
Guy doesn't really, doesn't like his wife or anything. He divorces her, kills himself, and then goes to heaven and just slays pussy. That's his out right there.
Yeah, I'm at. Okay, here's a movie idea. Worst guy ever. No, not worst guy. Let's just say a guy, he's married to a girl, a lady, and she doesn't want to fuck anymore. So he steps out of the marriage, and he's just living his life, but still a good guy, allegedly. Maybe
now, is he still married?
Yeah, but she knows and she's cool with it. Let's just
say. So he's out. Okay, he's out dicking around. She's right. Okay.
So they have a contract on Earth that says, "Listen, I know you're gonna go do your thing, but just make sure the bills are paid. Make sure people keeping up appearances, the whole thing, right?" But then you get to heaven, and you're in a completely different fucking realm of rules. So can you imagine? You spend the last 20 years of your life fucking everybody you want, but still being honorable to this whole contractual relationship you guys got, right? But then in heaven, you guys are like this, and you're like, fuck. And heaven's forever, dude. Yeah. So you're just anyone you want.
Clapping all the cheeks.
Yeah, everything's on the up and up. There's no lie in the old giddy up. But then you get to heaven, and fucking Johnny McBeard Sandals shows up and is like, "Hey, I've invented the universe. Yeah, you guys gotta." And you're like, and you both would probably be like, "Fuck." She wants to eat ice cream and fucking watch soap operas, and you want to bang a 20-year-old.
And neither one of you guys can do that.
20-year-olds die now because they're fucking misgendered. A lot of them.
I have a feeling, and this is just me. I mean, with the Catholic Church, and I mean, the rules and shit, and all the stuff in the Bible, that fucking fairy tale, about homosexuality and all that, how wrong it is.
Yeah.
So all these fucking mislabeled gendered people, misappropriated gendered people, show up at St. Peter's fucking doorstep and ring the doorbell. He opens the door and just laughs and says, "You ain't coming in here."
Yeah. Or it depends. So I think I told this story. I was driving out to this other I live in the middle of nowhere. So we're driving to the other city that actually gives a shit, and we'll comp an $11.41 fucking tab. So I'm going out there. My daughter's she can just read, right? So she's just starting to be able to read. My son can read. My son's 2 years younger, a year and a half younger. My daughter, getting there. But there's this sign that says like, one day you will die and you will meet God. Are you prepared?
Oh, I see billboards like that
here. Yeah. And so I'm like, she goes, what's that about? Like, obviously we're going to meet God because she believes in God, and good for her. And I say, well, what do you think that really means? What is that sign supposed to do?
I love that you're having this conversation with your daughter.
Yeah. And she goes, well, it's to get people to go to church so they're ready to die and meet God. I'm like, well, no, churches are a business. You know, you got to keep the lights on. So what better way to tell people that you need to go to church than to scare the fuck out of them that they're not prepared to meet God? Because the only real certainty in life is that you're not going to be alive sooner or later. Unless you're me, because I have sex with computers. And one of this time we're going to have a baby, and it's going to be digital me, and I'm going to haunt everyone through the electricity, motherfucker. Sorry, I'm on drugs.
I was going to say, how are we going to get back to that?
Me on drugs?
Yeah.
Or painkillers? Oh, yeah.
They're the same, aren't they?
I forgot to tell my story about painkillers. Okay. So anyways, I digress. It was really so growing up, and we love gay people, obviously. Our co-host is Dylan Mulvaney, who is just spending all the money that Bud Light paid him, her. She's her.
I go by the pronouns of Nick.
Ching. So she when we were growing up, if you were a homosexual, you weren't really allowed at church.
You weren't really welcome there.
Yeah. But now, you motherfucker.
Fuck off.
As the general belief in God has gone down and families aren't together anymore.
It's crashing quick, I think.
Yeah.
And I brought this up on this show before, and I've said that in politics are gonna fucking come to a head in the next century.
It's already there. It's already there.
It's fallen off the fucking cliff.
So, but now churches are like, hey, we love gays. Because you know why? Gays typically don't have children. Gays typically have way more money than people with children.
It's because they don't have kids.
Yeah. So they have more money to spend. So churches are like, we love gay people. The same religion that literally burned people for being gay 150 fucking years ago is like,
nah, we got that wrong. We got that wrong, man. Come on in.
Of course Jesus is gay. Have you seen his abs?
Yeah.
Good God. He always talks about his daddy. Oh, my daddy. That's the gayest thing ever. Some guy talking about his daddy all the time.
I sat there and I was watching, I just finished watching True Blood. And one of the vampires in there is like 1,000 years old. And they always have these flashbacks to like when he was made. And he was like some fucking Norse fucking shit. And the dude's like 6'8". He's chiseled as fuck.
God, boner alert.
Dude, the amount of naked dudes and chicks in this fucking show was insane. But anyhow, they'd show them at one of their camps, and they're all fucking wearing like some animal they killed over their shoulders and shit and whatnot. And every one of those dudes is just ripped.
Yeah.
I'm like, there was no fucking gyms. They didn't have fucking bars to put rocks onto to lift weights. But that was the thing. That's what they had to do. And I'm like, why is everybody fucking jacked? I'm like, oh, they didn't have time to sit still back then.
Yeah, you fight for your life, power fuck because you get it over quick. Like there's no like dripping candle. You don't fuck like a Ricky Martin video if you're a Viking. You fuck, you come. She goes and has a baby in probably a month and a half.
Yeah.
I read this article about I believe it was in even New York City. They were doing some excavation work, and they found a Viking boat, and they found skeletons in the boat. Okay. Your asshole sounds like a scary door in a movie.
I love when you say that. Every show I fart and you mention.
I thought I was actually just being unique, but I've said it. I'm my own Tyler Durden.
Like I should text you just before I fart. Hey, I'm gonna fart, and as I do, you look to the door.
I want to have a every time you fart,
Hello?
I want to have an icon
Hello,
that
is
just shows up
somebody
like
there?
a ghost. The ghost shows up like a skeleton. So,
It's just a ghost floats through our fucking thing. It's
So-
a Pac-Man ghost, though.
yeah, it goes up and down the road just because you farted. So the apparently the skeletal structure on the Vikings was different on the right hand side of these people because they had to have these big ass swords, and they also were always rowing from the right hand side, or some shit or whatever. So there's left hand and right people, but like the skeletal structure and the workload on the right hand and the right arm and the shoulder was heavier through the course of their life, where they were actually deformed.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't sure how that would work because sometimes they'd have to hold on to that heavy ass iron shield that they had. I mean, those things weren't made out of, lightweight titanium or something. Those were fucking heavy.
Hold on. Let me. Oh, I don't know if I can find it. I didn't put it in.
But I wonder about shit like this. So, again, one of those flashbacks. There was a one of these fucking Viking people or cave people were having a baby. So obviously through time they figured out, women can get pregnant and they can produce another offspring.
Yes.
So this baby falls out. There's no scissors. There's no doctor checking blood pressure, any of this shit. So we all know that many, 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 many women died during labor just because of medicinal practices weren't there.
Well, the life expectancy rates are skewed that way because so many kids died in birth.
Yeah.
So like we don't actually live longer. Less kids are dying.
Yeah.
Now. Yeah.
But it's like, okay. So they come out and they're hooked to you by this tube. The fuck's that? How do they cut that? Well, they put it on a rock and fucking stab another rock and it breaks open.
Sure.
Right? This is all I'm imagining.
Like back in the day, they probably did it.
Or that. And then, then the blood and placenta and shit fucking slides out of it. They're like, well, it's bleeding out. So then what do? Tie that fucker in a knot.
Mm-hmm.
Cut the excess off, and that's how we ended up with like belly buttons. But just thinking about this surgery I just had.
Yeah.
50 years ago, did they have all this technology?
No.
What the fuck? How did they manage this shit back then? How did people literally survive? Like, I'm bitching now that I'm going to be laid up for 3 or 4 months because of this. What about back then? These motherfuckers didn't think they were going to die.
I had no idea that a rotator cuff surgery was that bad.
Dude, this is no joke. I got 4 holes in my shoulder. They cut my bicep open right here. There's a fucking huge cut right there.
They found your bicep?
Yeah. And I'll tell you, once all this shit comes off, dude, I can't pick up like.
Oh yeah, you're fucked.
This I can't carry this at all.
Yeah.
Like I can hold on to a can of beer if I pull it out of somewhere and I put it in my hand to close the door, and that's it. I have zero strength. I haven't used this arm in 5 weeks. But I just always think about this shit. I get caught up and I see a flashback. I'm like, so that's what it was like, 200 years ago. How the fuck did these people survive?
Well,
but you never saw fat people back then.
No. So I've seen this a bunch of times on the internet too. It's like PE classes in the 1960s, and it's basically a Tough Mudder. These guys are like doing monkey bars on fucking like dildos.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And no one's fat.
No.
You know who was fat in the 60s? My dad. Gangster. What's up? You know what? Back then they had money. They're like, yeah, we have money.
Well, a lot of that thing too was a lot of it was
Adam.
What do you call it? There was more manual labor jobs then than there are.
No. Hey, you can't say manual. It's person.
Emmanuel?
No, personule.
Person?
Don't. You can't.
Oh, yeah, we can't say that. Sorry, Dylan.
Sue. Yeah, you can't sue.
Yeah, so yeah, it just kind of blows my mind sometimes. I get caught thinking about that shit. I'm like, what the fuck? But
yeah, I wonder about that too. But also, like, we also think that people 200 years ago. Let's go further. People 500 years ago, we think that they have less mental capacity than we do.
Yeah,
and it's not the case. People that long ago, even if you go to 500 years ago, read more. They had a more expansive vocabulary. They knew how to, like, they knew horticulture. They knew all these fucking things. You couldn't drop, let's say me and you, hot tub time machine, but not back to a fun time. We go hot tub time machine. I will text you today. We need to do a hot tub time machine watch party.
Christ.
We just need to do it next week, 2 weeks.
No, it's going to be a while. I can't lift the TV, dude. How am I going to get TV down here?
Okay.
This summer,
picture in picture, baby. Come on,
no,
baby.
I can't see it, and I can't hear it.
I'm not frustrated.
You shouldn't be.
No, I love you.
Yeah.
You know, if we've known anything this last couple of weeks since we've been off, love is love. Bud Light. Gay communism. And that's what we know. The future is trans. And I'm in the future right now. I have an announcement, Daryl. Can I make my announcement?
Yes, you may.
I don't think that you guys will be able to hear my horn sound that I had because I made a really cool horn sound.
Those are very, very low.
God damn it, man. I tried so goddamn hard.
By that, you pushed 2 buttons, said, okay, it's all good.
I pushed 2.5 fucking buttons and learned how to convert a MP3 to a WAV. Yeah, I think here's the deal. I'm pretty excited for this movement. Sure. Did Bud Light fuck up a little bit? Yeah. You know what? Wayne Gretzky, a notable woman, obviously, who dominated men's hockey for years, considered to be the greatest hockey player of all time, is actually a woman, Wayne Gretzky. Or a bitch. I don't know. One of the two. Like, he's a woman or a bitch. What? I don't know. Whatever. Bled out on the video game NHL 93. You just check him one time and just bleeds out. Watch the movie Swingers, whatever. So Wayne Gretzky said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And, I think the future is trans. And I think that's, we support it. We support it. And I didn't mean for the fireworks to go off on the TV. But you know what? We stand with our brother, sister in arms, Dylan Mulvaney.
Who is we? Is what I want to know.
Me and the trans community.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm now gay, trans, and black. I'm a gay, trans, black.
So speaking of that, the other day,
which is all in the LGBTQ plus thing. I'm L, I'm G. There's a B in there, and I'm sure there's a G. There's another one in there. Yeah, so I'm all.
We're at Chili's and they have that little fucking video game that kids can play. That little thing. There's you can draw pictures. There's one. It's like paint for your computer. So Brady finds it and he's drawing pictures. So now it's a game. So he would draw a picture and we'd each guess 3 times and go around and make a new picture and everybody guess. So the one picture I drew was Aubrey. Well, Krista drew a picture of Aubrey. I mean, you're using your fucking finger on a little tablet and, she gets done. We all guessed it. And none of us got it. And we turn around and Krista goes, it's Aubrey. And Aubrey looks at it and goes, "Why am I pink?"
Jesus Christ.
And I'm sitting here going, what the fuck else color are we going to use?
Yeah.
We're limited to 6 colors here. She goes, well, use brown. Dude, if I could have had a good arm to get up out of that booth and slap her upside the fucking head. So the joke is now that Aubrey's brown. Brady busted her shit today. This was 2 weeks ago. This was before I had my surgery, and Brady is
going to be.
He absolutely dropped it on Aubrey today about her being brown because he looked inside my burrito. I was eating Mighty Taco. He's like, "Look, the inside of your taco is like abo." And I looked down, and I'm just sitting there, close out the sugar fucking head. I'm like, "Oh my god,
that's awesome! That's so good." Yeah, it's tough, man. I think I was talking to a friend, and she has a kid, and she goes, "Yeah, my son said he's gonna marry a boy, and I support all the things, got the flags, all the shit, right? But at the same time, I'm like, where are you hearing this from? Because the kid's like, I don't know, like 7. Like, where do you hear it from? That shit's tough because like you don't want other people dictating or like pushing or swaying your kids to be one way or the other. You want your kid to find their way.
Find their own
and
path.
If your kid finds their way and you find out and they discover that they're a certain way, then you love them no matter what.
Yep.
Period. No questions asked. So, but with that said, I support the trans movement, and only for one real reason, Daryl, because we are white men. We're taking it back. We're taking it back. It's our time. It's our time.
What are we? And I use that term loosely because I'm not
Sure.
really. I don't think I'm on board with this
White
train wreck.
men.
But we. What are we taking back? What
We're
was
taking trans back, dude.
So you're saying somebody else stole it from us?
Yeah. So the first popular trans person was RuPaul. Okay.
I fucking forgot we talked about this. Right. The light bulb shit. I don't know if you guys saw the light bulb go off, but I just fucking remembered. As soon as I'm like,
you know what? For a while, we're like, well, we already took rock and roll. Okay. Slavery. First black slave owner, or first slave owner in America was a black guy. Okay. Yeah. And then white people were like, we got this. And then we fucking dominated, right?
Yeah.
But I remember seeing RuPaul in like 1991. RuPaul's been famous for a very long time.
100% the first dude I've ever seen purposely want to dress up like a woman. I mean, I saw comedy skits and everything, whatever.
I love,
you wearing you got the girl's wig, but the dude still got a full fucking beard and got a deep voice. You know, obviously it's a dude and he's goofing. RuPaul was the first time I legit saw a dude want to be a woman, and it kind of blew my mind.
Quick segue. I saw somebody post something about Shakespeare. Okay. So back in the day, women weren't allowed to act. They weren't allowed to be stage actors.
They're not very funny, but
well, yeah. I mean,
neither here nor there.
Oh, I have my period. Women weren't allowed to be stage actors. So somebody posted or reposted some bullshit about like how men in dresses was popular during William Shakespeare's time. How can you not? How are we going back on those laurels? So in William Shakespeare's time, it was widely accepted that men would wear dresses. No, it wasn't. Women weren't allowed to act. You fucking assholes. Like, people are so fucking stupid. But anyway, I support the trans movement. You know why? Here's why. I have a little document, Daryl.
I don't know if you guys can hear me breathing deeply over here because I'm not sure I'm
ran.
agree with.
JC Cooper, boom. 2019 Super Bench Press in heavyweight, record holder, boom. Part of our team, white trans men. Lana Lawless, long drivers of America. She won golf. This bitch golfs. Okay, let's go down the line. Let's keep going. Tiffany Newell, Canadian 5,000 meter race, national record. Boom. It is undeniable, Daryl, that I
wish you know what? I wish you'd stop using that term, because now you sound like me when I talk about my football team.
Undeniable.
You know? You're like, I'm not a we guy, but here you are.
No, it's us.
Your
like,
we support trans trumpet right now.
We support the trans movement. We're progressive. And I'm progressive because it's all white dudes.
So far.
The second Tiger Woods got into golf, I think there was a movement for like we're not in these meetings like with like powerful white people, but they're like, a black is dominating golf. So what do we do? And some guy was like, I don't know, like, what's fucking RuPaul's fucking prancing around like a fucking asshole. And then all of a sudden it was like, you could be a girl. And then people started becoming girls. And dude, we're crushing it. White dudes are the best women. In the last calendar year, more white previous men, now women, even if they have dicks and balls, have won more awards than regular women. It's white guy summer, dude. I'm not. Did you say with me? It is white guy summer. We are going to fuck summer up.
I'm not versed in a lot of verbiage in things. So sometimes when I try to get a point out, I stammer and I fucking can't think of the proper way to say it. But there's so much going on right now, and I'm catching bits and pieces of it, of women fought so hard to get back to wanting to be treated equal with men. Everything they've done right up until 2023 is now dust. It doesn't mean a fucking thing.
My problem.
Women, you're a really good swimmer. Well,
fuck it.
I'm a man and I'm a better swimmer, but I'm gonna identify as a girl and wear makeup. But I'm gonna swim in all your events and destroy you guys.
Yeah, but you know,
we're equals though, right?
It's white guy summer, dude. They can't stop.
What about that fucking?
We're taking over everything.
That meme I sent you the other day about like fucking sundresses and worrying about seeing Sandra's fucking 9-inch hammer.
Dude, I've accidentally seen, while jacking off, to trans porn. I've never jacked off trans porn purposely.
What time is it? It's almost time for me to go to bed.
No, we got one more show after this.
Well, you better end this motherfucker quick.
We're doing we're doing an hour and a half.
Yeah, well, it's been an hour. You have a half.
You are starting to treat me like a woman of the night. Like you are on a time. You know what?
Wait,
next episode is called Load Management.
As soon as I texted
it's your LeBron,
I was like,
baby.
Fuck, I shouldn't have said that. I guess I don't remember RuPaul pushing this. RuPaul just did his thing. He didn't give a fuck.
Her thing. RuPaul.
It's a dude, dude. It's a dude.
I understand, but she does identify as a her, right?
Okay, so, yeah, whatever. It never pushed. Just said, "This is me. This is what I'm doing." Like it or not.
Never like
people were like, "Okay."
It was never thrown in the face,
and that's what it's become now. That if you don't accept it and you don't like it, they are coming for you.
Well, if there's,
and I think Bud Light, like in the little picture in the background when we were talking before the show, I think Bud Light found out in a big, bad way.
It's a big loss for sure. And honestly, if they would have came out and said, "Hey, we believe that our shit beer should be enjoyed by everybody after the backlash. And maybe we did it the wrong way. I think there's some face to save, right?
Very little.
Yeah. But this is my problem with the whole advertising campaign. And again, we support our goddess. Our, obviously this is Jesus now. Like she is Jesus. And
wasn't Jesus Middle Eastern?
Yeah.
That bitch white.
Yeah. Well,
so was Michael Jackson after a while. So
yeah, no kidding.
Okay.
All the kid loads you getting dropped in your face, dent your fucking black.
I thought the next show was about load management.
Oh, sorry. No, one of the weird things about this whole situation is I don't know. Oh, go ahead.
What?
Go ahead, say it. Say it.
I'm waiting for you, man.
You don't support her.
No.
You don't support her.
They just fucking do their shit and just be on with it.
You're a bigot.
Well, you call me what I want. I don't give
Dude,
a fuck.
Okay, so the whole thing is about.
Remember when sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me?
Mm-hmm.
Now words are the sticks and stones.
Oh, for sure. It's been kind of weird to see the backtrack on all that shit. But also, I have a weird theory. Bud Light is made with barley. Okay? Busch Light, in the same bullpen, is made with corn. Busch Light is actually good for people. What's that shit that assholes are? They can't have certain things because they are
allergic.
Come on, no,
vegetarian, vegan,
no,
gluten free, lactose intolerant,
gluten free. Yes, gluten.
Oh, gluten.
So Busch Light is actually gluten free. Coors Light is not. Barley.
Wife bought Coors Light the other day by accident.
Well,
because it's all Target had, I think.
So you have this all-star brand, Bud Light, with the twins, like that kind of shit, right?
Budweiser.
Frat boy culture, as somebody that just a spokesperson for Bud Light just said. We wanted to get away from the frat boy culture. Let's not forget who fucking keeps the lights on. It's assholes like me that fall for bullshit like Bud Light fucking commercials.
You want to see a company lose everything? Have Natty Light do this. You want to talk about colleges, frat boys
in the water? Yeah.
Because you make a fucking cheap beer that is all right to drink as long as it's ice cold, and you sell it near colleges, and they buy this shit by the trainload.
Yep. I mean, Natty Light in a keg that's cold as fuck.
Yes. Drinkable, dude.
Absolute heaven. Heaven.
Yeah, those beers have to be like, this fucking beer's half gone and the mountains are stupid blue.
Yeah.
But yeah, that beer's got to be so cold.
It's the only thing I don't like about the whole thing, right? So if you wanted to have, it would have been funny if they remember the high heel ladies night episode or commercial. I'll see if I can find it. Hold on. YouTube. And we want Bud Light ladies.
Did you see Kid Rock?
Yes.
His video?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Just unloads his fucking.
And I'm cool with like
AK.
Like, obviously, you're like vitriol or like people hating you for. I don't know that trans people are walking on the street and getting pushed into traffic. Okay, I don't know that, and if it is happening, it's bad. You shouldn't. You shouldn't hurt another person for what they want to be, right? However, like, tolerance, and we've said this 1,000 times on the show. Tolerance means that we tolerate it. If I tolerate someone building a fucking skyscraper next to my property, I'm still going to be like, they need that fucking big? I mean, I tolerate it, but this really that much? That's what tolerating means. Tolerance, acceptance is I love how big this. I love that we don't get any sun in our home. It's amazing. It's great. It's killed all the wildlife.
That's great.
You know, so like tolerance, and that's all people want. We just want to be. We want tolerance. You have to be. Tolerance is still moderately hostile.
Can be,
right?
Yeah.
So anyway, this gem, this turned into like real life. Remember this commercial?
No. It's a good song, though.
Bud Light, please.
Tonight's ladies' night, and there's a special on Bud Light.
If you want great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down.
I
mean, come on. Like that dude's still got his mustache and doesn't match his hair.
Home
Obviously.
run.
Yeah.
Home run. Because there are still some trans people out there that have like 5 o'clock shadows.
Dude, I texted you the other day, that goddamn Amazon Prime commercial. It creeps me the fuck out.
Yeah. And it's not
I'm not
saying that you're not
boycotting
tolerant.
Amazon. I just don't watch. I don't pay attention to it. It comes on, I fucking mute it and look at my phone for a minute.
And I find you to be a very tolerant guy.
Well,
We've gone to gay pride parades before.
we haven't. We've been to many, many gay bars before.
Well, we were
I
at
have.
one gay pride parade.
I don't remember that.
And I had to go. When you visited in Raleigh.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I had to be somewhere.
Yep.
So, but anyways, the womp, womp, womp. So tolerating is different than accepting.
Yeah.
But I accept the trans movement because it literally is all the way, people. So maybe my proclivity for white dominance is is swaying my opinion.
Or is it just blatant racism?
It could be that. I am so racist that I'm pro-trans. It could be that.
I fucking hate myself for doing this.
And I told my black friend just to walk into my house. It might be a trap. Let's get to the two commercials. Here's what I don't like about the approach. Number one, I think they picked the wrong spokesperson, even though she's our Jesus and we love her.
I've never heard of that person or seen that person in my entire life.
I don't.
So when they did all this shit, I'm like, I have no idea. And this person might be a content creator on TikTok. I don't give a fuck. You are a nobody. That person's a nobody to me. You're a nothing. Never seen you. Don't care. Not watching your shit. Not buying your shit. Go about your life. Don't push your shit on my shit. Don't push my shit in. Don't do anything.
Yeah. I mean, I don't run down the street and like have flyers with all my ideologies because I'd be put in jail.
Yeah.
You know, Hitler was right. I'm kidding.
I'm not, if I walk up to you and you look like a dude, I'm going to say, what's up, man?
Yeah.
If you look like a chick, I'm like, how's your day, man? And if you come back and scream at me and tell me it's opposite or I need to respect this, that, and everything, I'm going to walk away. And if you keep yelling at me, keep following me, keep pushing this shit, I'm probably going to turn around and fucking break one of your eye sockets.
Yes.
And then you're not going to get hauled off to jail for a hate crime, which isn't a hate crime.
That's a good point too. The funny part is like we were at Disneyland, Disney World, whatever, the one in Florida. And
that's how I always do it. Like I was at one of them, Disney World.
Florida
one. Florida one.
Florida. Gators, not so I walked up with this person and she looked like a dude. And so I said, oh no, wait. Yeah, she looked.
Dan it.
So I said,
Dude looks like a lady.
Dude looks like a lady. So I was like, hey.
So does the guy singing that fucking song.
Yeah, no kidding. I go, after I ask a question, I'm like, oh, thank you so much, ma'am, or something like that. And then she's like, my name's Devin.
Okay.
I said, okay, thank you, Devin.
Asexual name.
Yeah. And I think she meant to say, my name is Devin. He meant to say, my name is Devin, therefore I'm a boy. But Devin, I mean, 60-40, dude?
Yeah. My wife's got a cousin, Devin.
Yeah.
Chick.
Yeah, Devlin.
I gotta drop a devil.
Devlin. So let's get to the commercials real quick. So Daryl had surgery. Things happen, load management. But boners. I want to talk about this.
Speaking of that, I was so nervous about getting a boner during surgery while I was sleeping.
You got
Like, what if I had a dream and my fucking gown just went?
I think they put a catheter in, they tape it down.
They did not. None of that shit.
All right, fine.
So
So
free balling under there.
one of the things that came out was so Bud Light picks this person to be the spokesperson for March Madness. Okay, so March Madness is notoriously it's a holiday for most people that love sports, especially like non-professional sports. They pick this person to do this ad, and it's nothing about March Madness. What I hate about this, even though we support obviously the white men being women and dominating in every fucking category possible. Okay.
Kill me now. Please.
For
kill me
years,
now.
it's like, we want to be equal. We want to be equal. And guys were like, fuck it. I'm going to tuck my balls back and I'm going to fucking dominate. And that's what we've done.
Dude, I guess I gotta. If you're a dude and you're not gonna switch genders and you want to do drag,
I could play in the WNBA right now.
you absolutely couldn't. Not a minute.
I'm trans. I'm trans. Draft me.
I'm
also on
if you're a
testosterone.
dude and you do drag, and you have no interest in becoming, want to be a chick,
who's
you're
drag?
just dude.
Yeah.
I have to give you props.
Yeah.
One, for being able to wear those fucking shoes and walk around in women's shoes. Two, the fact that you have your nuts and shaft
In your butthole, actually.
basically stuck
Yeah.
in your asshole. And now, I don't know about you, but my balls are sensitive. I've sat on before.
Yeah.
It fucking hurts. I couldn't imagine doing a 45 minute to an hour drag routine where I'm singing and dancing, prancing around on stage, doing your thing with your fucking nuts pulled as far as back as possible with your shaft and tape or fucking Spanx or something where your taint area, your thighs are banging into them. Like,
Have you been to drag shows?
Yeah.
They're the best.
Yeah.
They're so funny.
Dude, you want to know what sells out here in a heartbeat are the drag lunches, the
Mm.
brunches they have, and the drag bingo. I don't mind that shit because they're putting on a fucking show. And guess what? There's a table full of straight dudes. They're going to come make you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But they're not going to
So
try
fun.
to drag you in the bathroom and fuck you. They don't
Right.
care.
Right.
They're going to make you be uncomfortable because
I
it's
hop
funny
off
for them,
the-
and I
the
love
thing
it. I
about,
think it's
like,
hilarious.
And again, you see it every once in a while, but it's like schools that do drag things with the kids. I'm off the bus on that.
Yeah, I am. I think that's a little too young.
It should be a preference.
I
for
get
the
why they're
parents.
trying to do it to say, hey, if you're feeling, I mean, because every gay person says they knew when they were a little kid,
Sure.
and that's fine. But let them be a little kid. Don't worry about that shit till they're older. Then they
Well,
can figure it out.
Washington
Once they
just
turn
passed a
18,
bill that said that if a kid wants to transition that's underage and the parents, they can do it without their parents. And if the parents reject it, the kid can opt to be removed from their parents.
yeah,
I think long-term
People are
benefits
getting way too many rights.
Kind of weird with that.
Yeah.
You know, like long-term effects are going to fuck the person up more.
Yeah. And you're talking, I mean, I got a question. I think this all goes hand in hand.
Sure.
Everybody's talking about the mental health aspect of where we're at right now in 2023 and how bad it is, how bad everybody's mental health state is. Why do you think?
Well, you can just be crazy and without any.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have this whole fucking transitioning, all this bullshit is really taxing on the fucking mental health bullshit. I mean, I consider myself, I used to consider myself mentally 100% healthy. I was fine. Over the last couple of years, too much shit has started to wear on me where, I mean, I broke down in one show. We were sitting there talking. I said, mentally, I need to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
You know, I do. And I'm like, there's no point in my life for 48 years. I ever thought, I'm like, I don't need a fucking therapist.
Oh, I go to therapy every Tuesday.
And there's nothing fucking wrong with
every
it.
other Tuesday.
Some people absolutely need it.
Yeah.
Some people want it because it helps them. And that is completely fine.
Well,
but I'm just thinking this world that we're in and all this shit going on and the complete lack of fucking common sense happening every fucking second of every minute of every hour of every day is going on right now is incredible.
Right.
I'm worked up right now because fucking Joe Biden wants you to have a bad credit score to get a house.
Yeah.
If you have a good credit score, excuse me, what you've been doing for the last 8 to 10 years to buy a house that you want.
Yeah.
You have to pay more now than fucking Joe Diggity down here who's not paying his fucking bills on time.
Yeah. I had that as a topic as well. It's
insane. Like, that's starting to work me over where I'm starting to go from 100% to 95 down to 90. And eventually it's going to break me. Why are we doing this to ourselves now? Why?
Let's say that you wanted to walk the country slowly into what happened in 2008. Okay. So they've already taken all the cities and I wanted to bring this up when Jerry was here. You look at like how things seem to be. It seems to be that white people control everything and we keep black people down, right? We keep minorities down. Seems to be that way, right?
Yeah. That's what they want you to do.
If most of the government is controlled by Democrats, most of the big cities are controlled by Democrats. Most of the companies always adhere to what the Democrats want and the sentiment that they believe in. How is society set up to hurt the people when 99% of the facilities that are around are run by the people that are supporting the subjugated people? That was hard for me to get through because I'm hammered and on drugs, but I think it sounded very succinct.
It was very well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So
very well articulated.
That's what I don't get. Like, so if Hollywood wants to correct and like all fame, all the celebrities, they want to correct this whole fucking notion that like there's a downtrodden group of people and all corporate America will fucking rainbow flag it up and you know,
rainbow what?
Fuck it is. Rainbow flag it up. There's an L in there. To all the shit. And the government is now making it easier for people to do what equity is the worst word in the dictionary. Because there's equity of equality of effort is not equity. I work hard. You work hard. Ish.
Debatable. Very debatable.
The guy down the street that doesn't work hard, that doesn't pay his bills, that is late on everything, and also gets subsidies, is going to have a better mortgage rate than us?
Yep.
That makes no sense at all.
No, I don't think it's that. I think Biden's slipping it in there is it's an extra fee that we have to pay. That's all. They'll get the same rate, but hey, your credit scores, I don't know what's the highest credit score. You can get 801, 800, 800.
Well, I think it was over 8 last time I checked.
Let's just say 800 is the top number you can get.
Sure.
So you work hard, you pay off your debt, you get everything, you consolidate all your shit, and you're pushing 760, which is fucking great.
Yeah.
You get, you go and you get your interest loan, and you go to buy your $300,000 house, and there's a $15,000 fee attached to that. And like, what's that for? It's like, well, your credit score is too high, because we have to help subsidize the housing market from when it crashed during coronavirus, and to help offset all those people that never paid their mortgage for years and just left their houses.
Get a mortgage when they shouldn't have had a mortgage.
And that was the other thing too. So, but then fucking, like you said, shit Dick Willie. It's like the SAT score. You get 100 points for fucking signing your name.
Yeah.
He's got a fucking 580. He gets the same interest rate as you, but he doesn't buy the $300,000 house. He doesn't have to pay the 15 grand. Why not?
That's insane to me.
That's our fucking retarded president that everybody fucking thought was great. And I just saw that he's going to run again. I'll tell you. I have a feeling, what is he? He's 2.5 years in now.
Yeah.
And this time it's a big if he were to win, and
There's
if
no
he were
way.
to get dude, there was no way he should have won last time, and somehow he did.
Well, they robbed it.
We know
I'm
this.
100% on. I was not. I thought mail-in ballots, whatever. The fact that the government lied about all the things that's come out in the Twitter files. Okay, so we know that for a fact. The laptop, all the shit, suppression, all the shit. The fact
all the
that
shit's
the
removed.
the fact that the government. So I got flagged on Instagram and Facebook. I couldn't mark it for 30 days, right before the election, right before like state elections, because I shared a photo that Hunter Biden took of himself where he was fully clothed with sunglasses and had a feather boa on. Okay. So I shared a photo of that. And Instagram said it was sexually suggestive.
Yep.
If I go through Instagram right now, and
Jesus
just scroll,
Christ, dude.
it is camel toe and tits, and everything is sexually suggestive.
I mean, these girls get away with this shit because they wear a see-through shirt. Their nipples are pointing out. You can see their bush. You can see their camel toe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm not complaining for that. I love that. But if you're going to flag and hurt people for sexually suggestive content, let's just be honest. Instagram did that because it was Hunter Biden. It had nothing to do with it being sexually suggestive. Because if Instagram flagged and removed everyone that's sexually suggestive,
phrases that Chris and Daryl struggle with saying while they're drunk. Sexually
tough,
suggestive is at the top of Chris's list right now.
But there would be no Instagram.
No.
It's amazing to me.
Dude, it's worse.
So I firmly believe, tinfoil hat, I believe that because of COVID, I'm not going to say that COVID was like launched or unleashed because they wanted to do this, but because of COVID, I really do believe that the election was swayed from Trump, who wouldn't even be my pick for the next thing. So don't fucking crucify me. But it was swayed, and they put this fucking vegetable
geriatric fucking pudding head
and one of my favorite quotes in the world is from Tony Beats. And the United States is the cat. the United States makes sure all the mice are playing equally, right? When the cat is away, the mice will fuck on the table. And that's what's happening.
Yeah.
We have no cat. United States is a
Dude, you remember growing up in the 80s and 90s.
yeah.
The fucking president gets elected. The fucking parades. You know, yeah, I understand that the whole Democrat and Republican thing, but everybody back then was pretty much playing in the same sandbox.
Yeah.
And yeah, your guy lost, but guess what? You got somebody in there who's fighting for this country that wanted nothing but America to be the biggest and the best. And we were. People fucked around on the other side of the earth and were like, cut the shit, or we're pushing the big red button. Guess what? The shit got cut. And it was like that for the longest time. We now are a joke for a country. Nobody's waving their fucking flags. Nobody's proud anymore. It's almost embarrassing to be an American.
You're like subjugated. Like it's not good. Yeah, which I don't like.
No, I hate it. And it's like this whole fucking trying to bring up kids now. It's like I got things to explain that my parents never fucking had to, or could.
Well, okay, let's hit this real quick. So let's look at the first.
Well, you might as well roll on with this for another 15, 20 minutes.
Okay. So here's my problem with this. We
kept hearing about this thing.
This is what we think women are. So this person is celebrating their full year of being a woman. And this is what women are to a person that's identifying as a woman. Does that make sense? So if I
is you saying it as far as describing it, yes.
Okay.
It makes sense. Does it make sense in the real world?
If I went to a tattoo parlor. Oh God. If I went to a tattoo parlor and I said, I want all brown, like Aubrey, all brown. And then I started to prance around like a black dude, a brown guy. People would be like, hey man, it's a little much. Or be like a fucking parody of Step and Fetch It from back in the day, right? That shit. That's what this is. Yep. Dylan Mulvaney, although we support the trans movement because white guys are taking over. Dylan Mulvaney is the Step and Fetch It of women. Here we go.
Thing called March Madness.
Can you hear it?
And I thought we were all just having a hectic month, but it turns out it has.
Yeah, it turns out it's about basketball. Fucking asshole.
Like something to do with sports.
Go ahead.
So this was a dude up until a year ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
There ain't a fucking dude on this planet that doesn't know what March Madness is. So is this person now a comedian? Is that a joke they're making?
And
or was she trying to say I'm just a dumb girl and for my whole life being a girl, which is only a year old, I've never known that March Madness means fucking college basketball for the month of March. Like literally everybody on this fucking planet knows about this.
And that's the thing. Like I think it's not someone being a woman. It's someone parodying. No, she doesn't. She does not get periods. I was trying to get you there. No, it's someone pretending to be a caricature of a woman. And if that woman existed, nobody would like that woman. Nobody would like this woman. This person is trying to look like Audrey fucking Hepburn, which is my fucking go-to. And here it is.
This thing called March Madness. And I thought we were all just having a hectic month, but it turns out it has something to do with sports. and I'm not sure exactly which sport, but either
You know what? We're in U.S. madness because last time I checked, people with good credit pay lower. Last time I checked, when you defund the police, you should expect high rates of crime. Last time I checked, you should let kids be kids and not fucking say, how do you feel today? Do you feel, oh, he likes pink, so he's a girl now. Dude, hot pink in the fucking 90s ruled.
Dude, I have pink golf shirts.
For sure.
My daughter wants me to buy a pair of pink golf pants. I'm like, you fucking buy them for me? I'll wear them.
I'll do
No,
it.
you
all
won't.
day.
I said, I fucking will. I love wearing my pink golf shirt. I wear that on a golf course. People are like, dude, that's a sweet shirt. Thanks, man. It's a color. I don't give a fuck. I'll wear purple, orange. I love all that shit.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that we're supporting a caricature of a shitty woman.
Yeah.
Like, show me like a great woman, sure. But this is a caricature of a shitty person.
They roll out. So I got a question. Again, I didn't pay much attention to this, and after
Sure.
all the turmoil, were the Bud Light cans were all rainbowy and shit? Were those just created on the internet, or was it actual?
No, dude, Bud Light gave this person a can with this person's face on it.
Yeah, but were those available in stores? Is what I'm saying.
I don't know. I don't know.
I guess that's where I was wondering where all the backlash came from. If they rolled out, like Busch Light in the summer rolls out the corn
Sure.
cans that everybody wants.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did they roll out the fucking rainbow cans?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I think that would have been death. I think that would have been a death roll.
They lost $5 billion though.
That's not that good. Come on.
That's a lot.
way, it's a cause to celebrate. This month I
Real sip or not?
No.
I'm saying no sip.
No.
celebrated my day 365 of womanhood, and Bud Light sent me possibly the best gift ever, a cake.
Really? Cheers to 365 days as taken over. You know what? We are taken over. That's all it is.
And another one.
White guys are so amazing that we now hold every powerful position that a woman could hold. We're there. We're good.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, man, I feel bad for actual women.
Yeah.
You guys have
we both have
just got
daughters.
set back hundreds of years.
Yeah.
Again,
we both have daughters.
again. Fought for the right to vote, fought
Mm-hmm.
for the right to work, fought for the right for equal pay, fought for this, fought for that, finally getting there, which I don't give a fuck about.
And then
I don't know. I
black
don't, you know,
guy
if
starts
somebody
doing
can,
good at golf, and the United States government says,
and,
let's
and at the
make
same time, another black person tucks their nuts and dances around stage and calls themselves RuPaul.
we could take that space.
Yeah,
We know
got
we
all
can't
this
compete with
shit.
golf, but we can compete with fucking women's weightlifting. If and MMA, if we just get white guys to beat up on people, we're crushing it, dude. White guys are fucking. We're back. We're back. We had to take a weird road there, but we're fucking back in power, dude.
Yeah. I don't know. I've always wanted, I mean, you've met my dad. I don't know how many
Yeah.
times. And one of these days, I kind of want to fucking bait him into this. And I just want to hear him go off. I think I'm going to this summer at camping.
I don't. So,
But
your
my
parents are
dad doesn't.
very-
My dad doesn't watch a lot of TV. I honestly think, fucking dude's outside working all the time, no matter what.
Yeah.
I think he comes in, watches the news, the local news,
Even when there's nothing to do, he does.
and then that's it. And he watches game shows and weekends at sports and whatever. So, I mean, I think this might have just slipped past him. Obviously, they have the internet at my house, but my mom only uses it for stupid coupons and shit. But Like, I, I don't know what would ever happen if my dad ever got like Facebook or Twitter and actually saw the shit that goes on. And I'm like, I think his fucking head would just literally explode.
So Bud Light does this, and it could be, let's say that Bud Light just sent the can, okay? And from where we're watching now, that's the whole spot. That's it. Instead of like a minute 40, it goes to fucking 45 seconds, right? And it's to celebrate my 365 day of being a woman. Bud Light sent me probably the greatest thing ever. And then Bud Light said, we believe that all people should enjoy or can enjoy our beer.
Tell us something we do not know. You're telling me that gay and trans people don't drink Bud Light?
Real quick. At that point, would you say, it's kind of a weird commercial, but I'm not going to go with Kid Rock and fucking take an AR-97 at it. We don't care. Like, at that point, it's just like Bud Light did something for somebody. But because my problem is the March Madness spot. That's what I don't like.
Kept hearing about this thing
I don't
called
like
March
this part.
Madness, and I thought we were all just having a hectic.
So don't make it about college basketball.
Yeah.
Make it about Bud Light believes in inclusivity, and that's great, and we all love it. And so obviously I'm trans, so and I love it. So we give the thing, and I wouldn't want a picture of my face. I want a picture of my dick and also my fake titties when I do completely get the surgery done. Bud Light, if you're listening. But if they would have started it at it's my 365 day, whatever, I think it'd be less vitriol. I really do.
Would this have went over without any controversy if this was done on like fucking Pride Day?
No.
Kept hearing about
This
thing
wouldn't have
called
gained
March-
any traction. It wouldn't have been anything. It would have been another commercial. Bud Light stands behind the LB fucking QT apostrophe $ ampersand movement. And that's that, right?
No, because the people in charge have also said, like, well, we want to do away with the frat boy culture of Bud Light.
Okay.
Who the fuck do you think pays your bills, man?
You want to stop that, Bud Light?
Do you know
make a better beer and charge more money for it?
Yeah.
Don't make a fucking 4.2% same fucking thing as a Coors Light or Bud Light or Busch Light or Miller Light type of beer and sell it for $18.99. Be Stella, where it's $18.99 for a 12-pack. Then you get the frat boys out of this.
It makes me very, very sad to think that. Well, imagine like the board meeting where it's like, okay, guys, it's March Madness. Sorry for saying guys. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like,
somebody had a green light this, right? At some point, how are you going to say this is gonna cost us billions?
Yeah.
But are we willing to pay that price to sell a couple more 30 packs? It's a frat.
But they didn't. And that's the thing. If it's going to cost you so much money and you're not going to move product.
No.
And that same people, they have like the Born on Date and all the other shit.
I imagine Kid Rock drank the fuck out of Budweiser and shit. I think he mentioned Budweiser in a couple of his songs.
Yeah.
He's fucking parties all the time. Dude, he drinks your fucking beer.
Bud Light was
he
my go-to for so many fucking years.
I never minded it. I go to a party or somewhere and they didn't have the beer I liked. They had Bud Light. I would drink one. I didn't give a fuck. It was all right. But now all that fucking revenue stream's gone.
But here's my problem.
There's people taking that out of their bars. There's people not selling it in their stores anymore. Anymore. Fuck you. We're done.
I would drop it.
Like, wow.
But this person, according to who we are, if we're accepting, is a woman. If you ever met a woman that acted like this, I would hope that you would set her on fire.
Called March Madness, and I thought we were all just having a heck.
Imagine if you're at dinner with a guy that you just met from work, and he's like, "Hey, come by my house, and my wife's gonna cook, and maybe the food smells great, but you're sitting across from some." And I'm like, if this person came up to me in a bar and I was annihilated, I would fuck this person. She's not ugly.
I gotta go.
She's not ugly. Did you go? Don't go. Please don't go. I'm just saying, like, I would not fuck her. You know?
Dude.
Knowing, okay, you know she has a dick now. Well, let's say
no, there's 100% when it opens her mouth, got a dick.
Yeah.
Or had one at one point.
And
I know
eyes,
this.
Like a doll's eyes. They took us one by one. Yeah, so let's just say hypothetically, this person walks up to me, dressed like this. I love Audrey Hepburn. I love the 20s, and I love Audrey Hepburn. I'm gonna fall for it. Okay. But if this person started talking the way this person talks, I'm gonna be like, this is not a girl. It's not a woman. Period.
Never was.
But it turns out it has something to do with sports.
I'm out already. I'd rather fuck her fucking gas tank. And that does not mean butt.
That's what I thought it did.
I'm already out.
And I'm not sure exactly which sport, but either way.
So you got hired from a company to talk about March Madness, which
Hey,
is
we're
about
gonna
men's college basketball.
Yeah. This is after it filled out its bracket.
Yeah. My bracket looks like a cock.
I just shoot dicks everywhere.
But like, okay, so you're going to pretend, and that's probably why they call her an American actress. If you Google the person, it says American actress. What you been in? Hey, what you been in? So
yeah, this 30-second fucking terrible commercial.
What you been in, babe?
Way it's a cause to celebrate.
Not a drink of beer.
Not a sip
This
of beer.
month I celebrated my day 365.
You can hear it go right back in the can.
Yeah. I mean, someone's
even
so
she doesn't
good
want
at
to drink
swallowing.
your shitty fucking beer.
Someone's so good at swallowing. Did not swallow very well.
And Bud Light sent me possibly the best gift ever, a KI
I think this all started in motion
with my face on it. Check out my
I'm listening.
when Caitlyn Jenner was Woman of the Year.
And the
Man of the
person
Year.
that should have won it.
And a fucking athlete of the fucking century for the Olympics is now the Woman of the Year.
So, dude, right. So the Woman of the Year award came out also when there was a women's college basketball player that had an inoperable brain tumor. So this girl was a dynamo in her freshman and I believe sophomore year. And so Caitlyn Jenner comes out and ESPN, who also just ran a fucking Women's Day fucking bullshit thing with Leah Thompson or whatever, Thomas. ESPN, instead of saying that the person that had a brain tumor and still ended up scoring a basket in her D1 college game, which, you know, it was kind of one of those favor things, like make-a-wish shit.
Oh, okay. That's how I was getting to. I'm like, is it that? Because
yeah, it's that chick. So she was dying of brain cancer, fought back, got to at least score a basket in college. And as she's dying of brain cancer, ESPN, who last time I checked is about sports,
Entertainment and sports.
sure, gives Caitlyn Jenner the Woman of the Year award, and not this woman's college basketball participant.
It's an actual real woman, not a
Was
dude.
an actual woman and worked her ass off to get to D1, and then had a brain tumor, and she knew she was going to die. Like, that's where we
You're
are.
just tugging at those heartstrings.
I mean, they could have milked that for years to come. You know, your daughter works her ass off, gets to D1. Phildo, you just don't.
You could have left out the
It's a little nuts. It's because I'm sitting on them. Yeah. So I don't know. It's I don't know. We're at this. I can't think it's going to get any worse. But I never would have thought in a million years that if you said, "Hey, put on the map, where do you think things are going to get fucked up?" And if you would have said, like, my daughter is 9. She goes into a bathroom. Let's say this big ass table is a map, and I can't stop a man from going into the bathroom. I can't do that. I would have been like, before that, it can't get that crazy.
Yeah.
Because that's
back
crazy.
that up. Yeah.
Right? That's crazy. Like, sure, most women swimmers are like 5'7", 110 pounds.
This one is
This one's
6'8",
6'4".
chiseled like a Norse god.
6'4".
Might have a dick.
That can't happen. I'm going to X on that on the map. We're already there.
Speaking on that, and
Yeah.
I was going to bring that up earlier in this discussion or earlier in the podcast. We were talking about something. I think I read somewhere that 17 states have now banned trans people from competing in
Yeah.
certain sports or whatever, and it needs to be all fucking 50 of them.
Oddly enough, it's called like the Women's something Act.
Yeah.
Like, if my daughter can go to college for free and pursue something she loves, and then some dude rolls through and steals it.
Yeah.
And I guess, like, I thought during the Leah Thompson stuff, I thought that person had completely transitioned. No, full dick.
Yeah.
If you are committed to a movement and you can't cut your own dick off, I don't want to talk to you.
No.
Yeah,
Then
I don't wanna
everything
hear
you
it.
say is fucking futile.
Yeah. If you say
Moot
to
point.
me right now that I need to watch The Godfather, which I've never seen.
I've never seen any of them. And I kind of feel bad. And I'm not
We
saying
should do
it's
this.
not my thing and whatever, but I guess I should watch that sometime.
We should watch it together, and we'll just do a podcast, but record it locally and not do it live. And we'll just comment on it and then do a podcast about what we thought about The Godfather.
I would rather set a time down the road and say, hey, let's watch the podcast or watch The Godfather.
Sure.
There's like 3 of them, right? And I
I
heard they're all pretty
think-
good.
No, I think 1 and 2 are the way. I think
Okay.
2's better than the 1.
Okay, so then let's just watch the first 2
Yeah,
and legit watch them and take down a little bit of notes,
sure.
about what we thought was a good point,
Yeah.
bad point, this, that, and everything, and then
we'll
have
talk about it.
and then pump a podcast and promote it and say we're going to talk about The Godfather on X night, and then you and I got our notes and we got it all fresh
That'd be great.
and right in our head because dude, 50 years old, I've never seen it, and people say this is the greatest movie ever fucking made. I'm
So
like,
would we watch this together?
no,
Oh.
watch it in your own leisure time, dude. Take your own
Okay.
notes.
Phil, though, The way that I operate is that I'm trans friendly. Okay.
I'm starting to become a lot of intolerant of things.
I used to think about older men in my family because, like, all the young kids run around, having a good time. Everybody that was older was a fucking asshole. But here's what happens. Society goes, you thought things were so good when you were a kid? No, dude. We're going to fuck that up.
We're gonna fuck that
Yeah.
right up.
We're going to fuck it up. Your backdrop is even hardwood.
Phil, just so you're aware, and anybody else who happens to come across here, the whole premise of that is Chris wanted it to look like she was peeking in a window over her shoulder.
Yeah. I wanted it to look like she was a shitty neighbor that just wouldn't go away.
Like
And
fucking
we said
Wilson
she,
in Home
so we're
Alone,
not bigots,
or
you
Home
assholes.
Improvement.
I accept her fucking life. All right, so you got like 20 minutes.
You got 5 minutes.
Oh, god damn it. Come on,
What's
man.
going on? That's pushing 2 hours, dude.
It's been fun.
It has been fun.
The fun, the guy, the thing. Come on,
The
man.
thing that the podcast is 2 hours, and you said you got to keep it under that, or else you fucking can't
Yeah.
upload it or download
So I
it or
can
whatever.
stop this one. We can just do what?
As soon as you push stop, I'm slamming this laptop
One
closed,
more
and I'm fucking limping my ass out of here. My
Your leg
recliner's
isn't
calling
hurt.
for me. I know.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling okay.
Okay is
you're-
about it.
You're really milking it, but
I did get to see Phil though last weekend though.
well, that's good.
Yeah. Stopped down with the kids, and his kids and my kids played a little backyard fucking 2-on-2 wiffle ball.
Cool.
It's
And you
funny
can't do
watching
a
them make up
podcast for
rules, and then
3 hours. It's fine.
yeah, and then Phil got out there and tried to he fucking beamed his own kid in the fucking ass cheek. That was funny as fuck. Kyle actually stopped down with his wife earlier, so
Nice.
I sat
That's
on
cool.
the porch with my ice sleeve going, cold bush light in my hand.
I mean, there is nothing better than when you're hooked up and that's just
Dude.
going and the pain just magically drifts away.
Yeah, it's
love
gone,
it.
and then I'm gonna see if I can wake Krista up and have her fucking hit me again for 20 minutes before I try to fall asleep here.
Well, hey, are you doing ice in
Yeah, it's
the
in,
container?
no, we put it's big
Frozen
hurts.
bottles of water.
Oh yeah, frozen bottles of water in there.
Yeah, okay.
So
That's
the nurse said she's like it'll
Yeah.
save you buying ice every other day.
yeah, that's a move.
So
All right.
put
Well,
4 of them in there, fill it up with water, let it run. Do that a couple times. So you got to fix that. We got to work on that.
all right. All right. Well, hey, it's
So-
been fun. Next week, I'm in California, but I will still do a podcast with you.
Cool. Sure.
Are we doing that hayride this year? Yeah.
Yeah, Phil. We got to figure out a time this summer. We can do it. Okay, terrific. The soundboard said. But you got a driver. Okay.
Okay.
We still need a tractor. We still need a wagon.
I thought Phil had all those things. Okay. So we're gonna do a hayride, right? Okay.
Yeah,
so
we're
let's. Okay. Phil has all of it.
you have
Phil
all.
knows
All right,
you-
Phil. Okay, perfect.
And
Tell
anytime
that guy.
somebody says
Ask
they
that
have a
guy what he
guy,
needs.
I know I'm doing coke. So real quick, what's
Very quick.
what? You're so annoying. What is the theme?
We talked about this.
Okay.
And I did enjoy the whole fact that everybody brings a costume,
Love it.
an adult size costume, get it at Party City.
Sure.
Don't spend more than $25 on it. Get whatever the fuck you want. You bring that in $20, get you
Or
on
it
the
could be like
hayride.
an AmVets, like top and bottom.
No. Let's you
Costume?
tried to complicate this last year, and I had to step in and tell you
Well, you're
as much as I like that idea for certain things, let's keep this simple.
sure.
Keep it simple, stupid. KISS.
Love it.
Okay? It's an acronym. Everybody brings a costume from Party City, wherever the fuck you want. New costume. It can be anything. I don't give a fuck.
Mhm.
Boy, girl, whatever. $20. and your costume. Your costume goes into a brown paper bag, gets stapled shut. And a number gets put on it. However many people we have in the fucking thing, the hayride, just before we go, you pick a fucking ping pong ball or a number out of a hat.
Yep.
That's the costume you wear. I don't give a fuck what it is. You put it on.
I love it.
We get on a hayride.
Mhm.
We'll have beers and shit. We're going to start at the flip side. We're going to drink there. Then we'll take the hayride right up the street about half mile. Stop at the pub. Go in. Have a few drinks there. Then we're going to get in a hayride for the long haul to Smokies up in Javis Center.
Okay.
We got time. That'll take us good on a tractor. I don't know, half hour or so, 45 minute. Ride up to Smokies. Go up there, have some drinks.
Okay.
Then we got that long ride back. So in that 45 minutes, if you want to, we can figure out a way to.
I'll throw 300 at it. I'll
Okay.
rent him for 300.
Yeah. And we're buying his lunch and
Yeah.
his pop and everything, whatever. And if you want to do like a podcast,
Yeah.
somehow just like not live, probably just record shit
Mhm.
on the hay wagon for the long ride up and then the long ride back and whatever. But you and I will pitch in and we'll pay for the fucking $300 for the
Sure.
hay ride. Your $20 and that'll get donated to a charity.
Yeah. So we'll.
But
pick
you got to wear a
charity.
costume, and that's it.
Yes. No matter what costume you get, you
Yeah.
have to wear it.
Yeah, so you have from now till whenever to start thinking about it. And I mean, we're like I said, we're just gonna put the costumes in bags and have somebody
We
fucking
should do
put a
it
number
to
on them.
where
And
we start at flip side.
Yeah.
Costume grab, numbers, change, and then we do the live podcast at Bliss's house.
we got to do that like the next day
Okay.
or the night before or something. So
I mean, if you're at mostly full swing,
yeah. By the time we do this, if July-ish,
either way,
Yeah.
either we start podcasting sober, drunk, wake up drunk, podcast, or sober, costume, drunk, podcast, wake up drunk, podcast. Either
Yeah,
way.
whatever. Yeah. Anyhow, I think the hayride would be fun. We just got to find a way, get a generator on there, get some power to run some shit, and just bring a fucking radio and whatever. Or I know a guy that can drop some beats, just DJ from the back of the fucking
DJ?
hayride.
Oh my god. We
DJ hayride.
we need to do a live show on the hayride.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, live or recorded, I don't care.
I can make it happen.
But as long as you got like cameras with clips that we can stick to the fucking wagon, you know.
A drunken. It's basically Magical Mystery Tour.
Yeah.
I'm in. I might do acid. Let's do this.
No. But yeah, we'll have
Name's
coolers
not
full of fucking drinks and shit, and on the
Yeah.
we'll supply the fucking drinks and everything, and then you go to the bar, fucking pay for your shit, and $20 a head. I don't know how
I
many
just-
people you can fit on a hay wagon
I can't
safely.
wait. We need to do. Is there a way? Okay, so is there a way to do like bingo? Select your costume.
No,
Okay,
why are you mad to make it so hard? Just pull a number out of a fucking hat and go over and grab that bag. And that's
but
your
what if
costume.
you're a fucking extra large, like me, and I pull extra small?
Nobody's getting an extra small. Get adult sized. That's it. I would rather have normal sized people like us, like 6 foot, whatever, and have a couple short.
We're not normal
chicks.
size. We're huge.
I would rather have a chick have to wear a large costume where it's a little baggy on them,
Okay.
rather than us try to jam into a costume that is way too small.
I would say the smallest size is medium. Period.
I would just get all fucking large or extra large.
Well, so I'll
I
buy.
don't
for
even know how
me,
they do
Like
it.
I'll buy extra large.
Well, I'm gonna buy a normal size costume that I would fit in case I get it. I'm wearing that. Whatever. And it can't be, don't fucking get one with 84,000 accessories. Just get the fucking Pikachu one that you slip on, you know? Or Chris, or we all go out and get inflatable fucking T-Rex costumes.
Or
What would be funnier? I fucking hate, I hate wagon full of
No, 'cause you can't
T-Rex
drink in those.
dinosaurs. You can't drink in those. Or hay rag wagon just full
Or-
of fucking everything.
Or we figure out
This is
we
what-
do a draft. Okay.
Here we go. Just again, you gotta fucking keep it simple.
Hold on. We do a draft.
Anyway,
2 drafts. Man and female. Okay. If let's say I'm number 5. I'm matched up with the number 5. And number 5 is a girl. Number 5 male is me. I go buy a girl's size thing at Amvets. She goes by and buys a male's thing, and then we meet up and we change things and we fuck. No,
whatever. We can talk about this more. We can figure this out.
I think there's legs, man. It'd be really fun to. I think the costume thing is always something I've always wanted to do. You throw everything, like in my head, you throw everything in the middle and you just run and grab. But liability, someone breaks an ankle at flip side. Is that good? So I like the number draw thing. I think that's great.
Just make it simple. Just whatever. And I'll bring.
So we could do
You
this.
and I will have a few extra costumes on hand just in case there's an anomaly where
Nice
somebody
word.
like the size of fucking Big Hurt has to dress in a kid's fucking Smurfette costume.
Well, what if you did this? What if you did?
I mean, that would be funny as fuck.
It'd be. That's the thing. Like so. I
But
don't
I don't
wanna
want
get away
somebody to
from
be
the fact that a
uncomfortable for
guy
4 or
is-
5 hours on a fucking hay wagon. Dude.
Yeah, but I don't want to get away from the fact that a guy might have to wear a Wonder Woman costume. Like that to me is funny as fuck.
Yeah, and that's what the whole part of this thing is.
Yeah.
Is you're gonna buy a fucking some costume. Some dude's gonna be dressed up as a dog. Some chick's gonna be dressed up as fucking Mario.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
gonna be dressed up as Tinkerbell. It's
You know
what
what'd
it
be really
is.
funny is so we have everyone in a so we have a line with men, line with women. We take a regular like 6-sided dice. You roll, she rolls. You get to go if you win, you get to go first and pick from the pile. But we need,
But
like,
that's gonna. Some dudes are insecure and they're just gonna pick the dude costumes.
Yeah. I want
See?
someone I want to get
completely-
stuck because
I want
obviously
something
I'm
that
trans.
puts people out of your fucking comfort zone.
Yeah, I want
just
like
for
a
the
She-Ra
goof.
costume.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, we need to figure it out.
Phil's got a guy. $300. We'll pay for that.
That's easy.
Tell everybody bring a costume from Party City. Fuck, they're doing $19.99 for the simple ones. Just get an adult size costume. They're usually
Our
one
Party
size
City
fits
went out
all.
of business, and I bought so many costumes, dude.
I know. You're a fucking queen.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're back. Hey, next week we need to do a podcast.
Okay.
It'll be this. It'll just be us.
Okay.
We'll bring
You from
Dylan
a
with
hotel
us.
room?
Yeah. Yeah. But and then 2 weeks, hopefully we have the whole kit and caboodle. We have
The
Ortez.
whole menagerie back.
We're
That's
all-
why we had to change our name because of the guests that are here or not here
Kinda late.
all the time. But the two people that are constant, we had to change our name because it wasn't all inclusive.
And we're working on getting guests. So
Mhm.
it's also that part.
Sure.
So. All right. Well, have some fun sleeping in your recliner.
Yeah.
I love you.
Can't wait. Love you too, bud. And we'll do this again next week. Phil, though, thanks for reminding us about the hayride. I know it gained a little traction last year, so we just got to nail down some
We need
ideas.
to
And
do
like I
it.
said, we
Phil,
need to
though?
do it. We need
Yeah.
to keep this easy and simple. And I'll talk to I'll have
Maybe we all like go to some campsite and we all fuck.
I'll talk to some of the peeps, and we can have I'll get a hold of Wayne.
Yeah.
At the flip side, talk to him about it, and maybe he can throw some food special or something
We
together.
could
so
probably
when
do
we
a
come
live
back or
podcast
whatever.
at Flipside,
Probably afterwards we could, and I think that would be I think
or even
I,
before, and then go do the then go do the.
I
drive.
think
You want
this
us to
this
be
is my thing. Is
coherent enough to do a
Yes.
podcast.
no
when we
no
get
no no
back.
no 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 no.
Okay.
I think we set up a couple cameras to catch footage on the hayride.
Okay.
Okay. They're going while
That's easy.
we're there,
Yeah.
not there, whatever.
Sure.
Okay. And it captures the footage. We party, we come back, and before we even leave, we have our podcast shit set up at the flip side. Afterwards, we can talk about the hayride for the podcast. People that were on the
I like
hayride
it.
in their costumes can come
I
down
like it.
and talk to us.
God, you're so smart.
I know. Just let me fucking run some shit, dude.
You're such a
seriously.
smart.
Make things
identifies
so
as
much
black
fucking
man.
easier.
All right. Well, hey,
Yeah, I'm out of here.
have fun sleeping in that
That's right, Phil. Though. Boom.
recliner. Phil,
Yeah.
though, you got it right. Let's do this. I'm all in.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, guys, keep
Yeah, I don't know.
fucking that chicken. This is so loud to me.
Yeah, like see, he's got to have control of everything. Just fucking dude.
We'll go
I'm
off the
not a-
rails and the reins.
Yeah. So
Let's
we
go
got
for reins.
we got to work up a fucking cool name for this hayride too, and kind of promote. Like Phil just said, I think 30 people. That's a good amount on a fucking hayride. So 25 bucks a pop. Donate all that to charity. Couple $100 for a nice charity. Fuck it, man. Let's go.
Well, so we do 25 to be there. We take 5 of that and we donate it to Flipside so we can do the podcast there. And there we go.
Yeah. Wayne will just be happy with us bringing an extra fucking 30, 40 people in.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right as rain. All right, we'll get out of here. Yeah. Hey guys, you can
We went over 2 hours and
Now we're fine.
1 minute right there.
we could do this off of podcast stuff, and you can subscribe on Amazon. You can subscribe,
like
on,
and subscribe and hit
Yeah,
that
sure.
fucking button or
Pop that
wherever fuck
button,
people point
you
to.
fucking cunts. Usually our background is not a guy dressed like a girl, but fuck it.
For tonight, it was. For tonight's topic, it
BUTT,
was.
fuck it. But fuck it.
Yes.
All right, we'll get out of here. Keep fucking that chicken, guys.
Yep.